I come from a part in London that you wouldn't necessarily visit if you were visiting London. I think art comes in many shapes and sizes, but I think ultimately it's about if you have the need to express yourself, whatever format you use to do that is art. Is art. Whether or not it's good or people like it is a completely different story. But if you express yourself creatively, if there's something inside of you that you have to express, I think you can consider yourself an artist. I don't think it's a black and white term. There's a lot of female MCs. Something about pitch, I think it's a very basic audio thing, whereas like if the pitch is too high or it gets too nasal, which can happen with vocalists with higher voices, that can just be irritating to the ear. So I think and women have a tendency to try and match a male MC's aggression in their tone, and for a lot of male rappers it works because of that lower register. But a lot of women, I feel like personally when I listen to female rappers, if they come at it too aggressive, sometimes it just doesn't, it's not nice to listen to. And I feel that's how I started, and then as time went on I learned to incorporate my singing experience into the way I spit. So now I'm not worried about being a female MC. I think my lyrics and my tone carry me. But in the beginning, I think that was an issue. In terms of Brooklyn Wildlife, I think it's just because they were all dope. Like QC's a beast, Taekwon's a beast, like Chris is amazing. And so if there was if it took me a while to step up, it was more about being intimidated by their talent than any sort of gender situation. Well, I've always sung ever since I can remember, and I always knew that that's what I wanted to do. So I didn't go to college purposely because I wanted to do music. When I was 18, I started taking it seriously and decided that I was going to be Rose Hart, the musician. And then when I was 20, I was studying vocals, and someone heard me rapping in behind the scenes, sort of getting ready to go on stage, and they were like, "Why don't you do that?" It was my teacher actually, and they were like, "You should probably start incorporating rap into your music." So then it just kind of catapulted from there. I think I've always done it. I've always written songs, and it just has evolved, and then it's become what I do. I just knew it was what I wanted to do, so I just carried on doing it while it worked.
Right.
People liked what I did, and it felt creatively satisfying, so I just didn't ever stop. I think I've always just been doing it, and there's never been reason enough for me to stop. So it's like, oh, it's kind of working out, so I'll just see where this goes. It's not something I feel that I can stop, or that I made a decision to do. It just seemed very innate. It would feel more unnatural to do something else. Practical advice, I'd say get yourself something recorded. One of the main things I've noticed is that people in the industry don't take you seriously unless you have material to supply. So the first thing I'd say is if you're gonna do it, do it. Because no one takes people seriously that are like, oh, I sing, or I can do this. No one cares about shower singers. You need to go work, make some money, invest in studio time, invest in yourself, because no one else is going to give you any opportunity unless you prove to them that you believe that you have something worth offering. So you're going to do it, make sure you're doing it 100%.